Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gonzii and today we're going to be reacting to another casual geographic video, this time called Why Orcas Are the Most Disrespectful Animals on the Planet. So yeah man, let's go check this out. Bro, for no reason bro.
I've been trying to tell y'all, killer whales are just waterproof black Air Forces.
Yeah man.
Their entire personality is bullying every name on the ocean census for no reason at all.
Facts.
Let me explain why this video is way worse than you actually think. It's actually well known that orcas will tail slap.
Yeah, that video is
It's the fastest
nuts.
way to make a seal join the Air Force.
Bro, look at
Video was
that.
filmed in
Look how high that seal is, bro. This here, there, bro. It's a seal, my boy. And the orcas down here. Bro,
Air
for
Force.
no
This video was
reason.
filmed in Mexico, and there were actually 6 of these hood dolphins taking turns slapping the stingray. And after getting bodied the first time, the stingray was too weak to get away, so the orcas just kept violating it. And this went on for an hour and a half. Scientists watching this thought the orcas would just eat the stingray afterwards. Instead, when the stingray finally became past tense, all 6 orcas just watched it lifelessly sink to the bottom of the ocean. This wasn't about food or survival. Nah, these homicidal Oreos spent 90 minutes jumping a stingray.
Homicidal Oreos, bro.
Orcas don't operate on survival, they live off malicious intent. They're one of the few animals that will go
bro.
out of their way to torture and murk other animals for fun. They'll literally spend hours violating seals, penguins, and stingrays and not even eat them in the end, and that's another ballpark of disrespect. One scientist watched an orca chase a penguin for half an hour, snap its neck, and then leave its soul-divorced body floating on the surface. Moral of this video, sharks don't run the ocean.
Nope.
Steroid zebra guppy does.
Yeah.
The only reason they don't go after people is because they see themselves in. Y'all starting to put way too much faith in me. So if I get on here and say that's a graboid or an Alaskan bullworm and end the video, what y'all gonna do? Nah, that's a lungfish. It's a fish with lungs. Also, I think that video was filmed in Uganda, which checks out because the lungfish is found in Africa, South America, and Australia. When there's a drought or they run out of water, this air guppy will bury itself in the mud and then cover itself in a coat of mucus. When the snot sweater dries, it basically acts as a protective coffin. And like most people in coffins, a lungfish basically dies by shutting down almost every system in their body. The mummy fish will sit there until it rains again, and then it'll dig itself out like nothing ever happened. And some, like the African lungfish, can take a break from living for 3 to 5 years without food or water. All it needs to wake up from a suspended animation is water. Apparently an excavator. So what did we learn today? This fish can breathe air and water and put its own life on pause for up to 5 years. Meanwhile, us humans got back pain and anxiety because evolution's a...
Yep, pretty much.
I don't know what that is. That's the end of the video. I don't know if y'all think I just know everything about everything, but I promise you I don't. But if I had to guess, it's probably a CNM... This thing. Even though they look like plants, this thing whose name I refuse to pronounce is actually an animal. As part of the Cnidaria phylum, they're also related to jellyfish. And some of them like to remind the world that they're not plants by moving just like this. So what I'm guessing happened here is the water receded and exposed the sea anemone at the bottom. And as an animal, them shrinking away is probably just a defensive reaction to being touched. And here you can see a green sea anemone doing the exact same thing, curling up to protect themselves from what they think is a predator. I think I'm on a list now.
That doesn't look
wrong, but
good,
that's my best guess. Well, I just watched Hank Green and apparently the video's upside down. This actually makes more sense. If you value your mental health, do not watch this video. This is the only warning you're gonna get.
Oh, king crabs, bro.
Crab.
Yeah.
Same Photoshop. This is real life. They're related to hermit crabs, but everything about them is
massive, bro.
They can grow to 3.5 feet long from tip to tip and weigh 9 pounds. Now the biggest problem with this hellspawn with claws is they believe in the worst type of equality, meaning they eat everything without prejudice. Adult crabs will eat fleshy fruits, nuts, and seeds, but they'll also eat the carcasses of dead animals like cats and chickens. In fact, a group of these crabs made an entire
Look at this stuff of that bastard, bro.
And since nature's a spiteful person, not only can they climb trees, they've been known to scale tree branches and murk sleeping birds in their nest. Wow. And those claws can break birds' bones since they pinch with about 740 pounds of force. Just for the record, the bite force of a whole-ass lion is 650. This crab pinches harder than lions bite. Whoever thought that was a good idea was on disrespectful timing. Also, because of their diet, a lot of them are poisonous. These crabs are found on islands across the Indian and part of the Pacific Ocean.
Disgusting,
this last fact might be the worst one. When Amelia Earhart crashed, a lot of people believe the reason her body was never found was because a group of these crabs turned her corpse.
I know that theory as well.
And considering these crabs are scavengers that will eat literally anything dead, it's a possibility.
Straight possibility.
The whole page is really just turning into what's that Pokemon where I'm just a breathing Pokédex.
That looks like Chewbacca, bro.
This little guy is a pygmy marmoset. It's a type of New World monkey found in the Amazon. And at 3.5 ounces,
that's a cute boy.
Skittles.
That's so
one
cute.
One of the smallest primates in the world, and in a jungle full of ops, they stay alive by going everywhere as a group and by hiding up in the trees. But never up in the canopy. That's a good way to become a harpy eagle's happy meal. When a baby marmoset's born, different family members will take turns watching it, including its older siblings. Babysitting their little brother or sister is actually how the older ones learn how to be parents. They normally get along, but when threatened, their first instinct is to proudly display their genitals and let the intruder make the next move. You wouldn't want smoke with a crazy naked dude, and that's probably why it works. Also, these aren't big grapes, that's literally how small they are. Like, they're so small they act as insects to insects, and of course the insects don't even see them as a threat. And because I know there's going to be that one person, technically you can have them as pets, but they're high maintenance, biting, screaming anuses that die if you look at them the wrong way. Marmosets are good pets if you know what you're doing, but for the most part they're like celebrities. They're a lot more fun to be around when they're behind a screen. Here are some things you can do in Australia that you simply can't do anywhere else.
Pikachu in real life,
you can meet Pikachu. This is a yellow brush-tailed possum. They're one of the most widespread marsupials in Australia, so widespread that sometimes they break into people's homes.
That's
and getting
cute,
Kool-Aid
man.
by a living Pokemon is definitely something you need in your life. Number 2, you can watch a blue penguin parade. The blue penguin is the smallest of its kind. And
those
if you're
are
on Phillip
sick,
Island
bro.
at the right time, you can watch hordes of them emerge from the sea and waddle single file like children towards their nesting sites. Like you can actually sit and watch them waddle past you. And if you can sit here and tell me this doesn't make you smile, either you sold your soul or you just weren't born with one to begin with. Number 3, you can get a patamelon. It's basically the kangaroo's smaller, less clouded cousin. And like roos and wallabies, they get to where they gotta go by hopping. They're just really cute about it. Number 4, you can witness Aurora Australis, aka the Southern Lights. It's the result of a disturbance in the magnetosphere caused by solar wind, which causes particles to release color to become ionized. In simple terms, it's nature on LSD. And number 5, of course, you can meet the world's happiest animal. Technically found off the coast of Australia, bro. It's like Rottnest, but it still counts. They smile to cool off, and they've lost their fear of humans, which is why this exists. In Quokka, we trust. Here's some animals that have a worse birthday than you. Rabbits, because if a mama rabbit gets pressed in any way, she'll turn her children into kids' meals. If she's afraid or there's predators, she'll eat her babies to protect them from predators that want to eat them. Literally, just pop a balloon around a rabbit and watch how fast she becomes a carrot-fueled Casey. Tasmanian devils are born into the Hunger Games, because even though there can be up to 50 babies called Joeys, the mother only has 4 nipples. So the blind babies the size of a grain of rice have to crawl around to find them. The first 4 get to live, the rest either starve or get eaten by the mother. Giraffes, and for the simple fact that they get dropped on their head when they're born. And they're lucky if that's all that happens, because if the mother gets tired and sits down before the baby's out completely, she could accidentally crush it. If they survive all that, it takes them about an hour to learn how to walk, and every minute that baby's on the ground is a minute they're closer to getting put to sleep by lions, hyenas, or wild dogs. The mother will use her dinner plate-sized feet to kick at predators, but there's also the chance she accidentally kicks her baby and breaks its neck. Last is the barnacle goose, because they have 2 choices. They can jump off a 400-foot cliff or starve. Basically death or death in slow motion, and half the chicks that jump become past tense by the end of the day. This is one of the smartest animals in the world, and it's also one of the biggest menaces to society. The Kia is a large bird found in the mountainous areas of New Zealand.
Menaces as well.
The Kia is smart enough to solve complex puzzles in order to get
menaces in Australia, bro.
Because they've gotten used to humans, this bird will literally take cars apart with their beak.
Every
year in New Zealand, this parrot causes thousands of dollars in damage by destroying cars, and they do it just because they feel like it. This felon Tweety will also open and search through backpacks and purses, steal
great menaces, bro.
You to do something about it. If this parrot steals your wallet and flies off, that's very much a you problem. They're not just an op to people. The Kia will use that razor-sharp beak to hole punch sheep just so they can eat the fat from the back of the animal. Nobody really knows who taught the birds to act like this, but it used to happen so often that the farmers started putting the birds on shirts in order to protect their sheep. Since the Kia is not protected by law, they get to act up with no consequences. They'll also steal eggs from shearwater nests and turn an entire nursery into an omelet, because not even other birds are safe from the audacity. Moral of this video, this bird is proof that the smarter you are, the more of a phallus you are to everyone's way of life.
Menace, bro. Bro, orcas are the worst, though. Kias are ruthless, but they are doing it because they associated cars to food, because as humans are always around our car and we see a Kia land and we give him a cookie or something, and they, through years and years of evolution, they saw that as a pattern. They were like, oh, okay, we can get food that this way, and if they don't give us food, we destroy the car. That's basic. But orcas, bro, they are just menaces for no reason, bro. No reason. Fun fact before you guys go, orcas never attacked humans. There's no one recorded sea Oreo attack on a human. That's quite interesting. Orcas could do it, but they choose not to, which is scarier. Like, the sea Oreo is mad, bro. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I love these kind of videos. But before I go, I just gotta say, man, thank you so much for the overwhelming support over the last week, man. The channel's been popping, bro. It's been going nuts. That last one standing video is my fastest video to 100 views in like 2 days. It's been insane, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you so much for everyone that watches, and it means the world to me, and we are only just getting started. I'm enjoying the heck out of the journey. I really hope the top is as fun as the journey is to me right now. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I've been much happier. I am in a phenomenal place mentally, and I'm just so eager for the future, man. But always enjoying the present and enjoying the journey that I am on. I'm loving each and every single second of my life, and it's amazing. I just hope that you guys, whatever you guys are going through, yeah, it will get better. Look at me, for example, it will get better. And I'm not even at my peak yet, man. Which is incredible to think about. Man, I'm enjoying the heck out of this, man. I'm doing something that I love more than breathing. That is posting content, and man alive, I'm having so much fun, and it's incredible. So yeah, man, thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and we're gonna keep going, man. But for now, if you're here, you don't know what to do, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. My name is Gonzii, and see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.
I've been through this, been through that, reminiscing on my past. I found bliss in the way that I carry on my back. Let my soul sing my song. It goes, ooh, na 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 na.